Fuck this. Nope. No. No, we're done. That's... I literally just got hit with a projectile through a fucking wall. Okay. Bruh. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Wait, how was that a deflection? What? Demon Undercut doesn't do that, does it? What? This is bullshit. What the hell? Hello, hello? I have to sit still for a second and see if this song is really, really quiet. I did some audio adjustment on some tracks earlier, but... you guys can't see the audio levels, but typically, typically I want the game to reach... like, at the loudest the game can ever be, I want it to reach minus 25 on the desktop audio, which... by the way, minus 20 is the point at which the bar becomes yellow. And then just above minus 10 is where it becomes red. But I usually want the game at its peak volume to hit minus 25, whereas I want the music... yeah, this is just not loud enough. Let's say Dark Cloud 2, alright. The music I want to be... like just a little bit above minus 30 is fine, but I usually want it to be between minus 35 and minus 30. But yeah, that track is just too quiet. Ah! I don't like it that it does that. Anyways, what are we doing? The Defiled Sanctuary. With a Spilt Splafe. Sheesh. start that timer. Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind you chomping. I wanted the grapple so I could max out my ammo. So it's probably maxed out already, but whatever. Sometimes you can just keep it simple. You can just keep whacking the shit. Basic attacks. How dare he do, like, strategically viable things? That didn't work out very well. The this right here worked out fine. The follow-up, not at all. Nice. You won't lie though, in the warmer seasons like right now, when I've got the AC on right next to me, it does make it harder to have any idea. Like, Is there an audio imbalance? How would I know? I can barely hear either one. I wish that were... Oh. Okay. Let's pick this shit up then. Man, before I started this stream, I spotted somebody cheating on the... Like, live streaming their very obvious, clear, blatant cheating. It was insane, like, how obvious it was. They were taking at most 1 damage from normal strikes, 0 damage from elemental sources, and, like, at one point I saw him do, like, the sneak attack with the fists, and, like, those individual strikes are weak as hell. But this dude did, like 60,000 damage per strike on those. It is, like, ridiculously over the top how obvious it was. Oh, their Kiwas are recovering instantaneously. Like literally anything that you could think of to cheat in this game, they were cheating in this game. Like, it was fucking hilarious. Like, I don't understand that. Like, what is even the point in playing the game at that point? And, like, of course, because this is the way that those kinds of people are. They were in someone else's game doing this shit. It's like, why? Well, why? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Speaking of dumb, we went from a pretty decent weapon. Now let's use a really shit one. $248. There's only 2 more goes of this on this difficulty. It's like right now the way that I'm doing things, right, is I'm doing both of the Twilights, and then I'm doing 1 mission per difficulty, right? Dream of the Samurai, Strong, Demon-wise Nioh. And sometimes, due to the way that level scaling works, sometimes that results in some pretty harsh shit. And then 1 of the Underworld. And, like, my thought is, like, surely the Twilights are gonna run out first, right? And the idea is that once something runs out, we can do multiples in another category. And I try not to repeat the same weapons over and over. So, like, you know, we just did Split Staff, and now we're on Hatchets. Point. So we're not gonna do Split Staff or Hatchets again. This is the only hatcheting that will be done today. Right, you know what I just remembered is that if I take them down with this, then when I grapple, I can just demon undercut and grapple again. Though they probably won't survive that anyway. Whoops. The karaoke right there was accidental. I just thought of something, and it turns out what I thought of was wrong. Alright, we're done with those guys. Also, for anyone that might be watching this that did not catch the post, I have decided to go back to a one-a-day with some bonus. So the way that I was doing things on the YouTube channel, right, was that I would, I schedule videos one a day up until it's 30 days out, and then 2 a day until it is 60 days out, and then 3 a day, and then 4 a day. And at that point, it's just like, it's never going to get, like, I'm never going to produce so much content that it would get further than that. Well, as neat as I think that idea is in theory, it's complicated and annoying to do it that way. So I am just gonna go back to a one-a-day schedule, and like the original idea started from the fact that I was doing something that I'm no longer doing, and that is that I was uploading gameplay sessions of In the Groove, like, you know, Dance Dance Revolution, basically, to YouTube. I'm no longer doing that. The issue with, like, all of the copyright shenanigans regarding the music is just, it's too much of a pain in the ass, and I'd rather focus on something else. But what spawned initially the idea of just scheduling things out multiple days in advance was the fact that I was dealing with those copyright issues, and I had a video that had, like, I think it was like 33 claims on it. It was a lot. It was a huge number, and so I was having to knock one of those out one by one by one, and it was just taking fucking ages. So the idea was like, well, if I had a whole lot of videos prepared in advance, then it wouldn't matter if this was taking ages. There wouldn't be some massive gap. Well, for one thing, I no longer upload that particular type of content, but I do quite like having the padding of there always being a video prepared in advance. In the event that I get sick or just don't have the time to stream, or, you know, there's multiple things, like, life happens. Now, like, what if I just straight up don't feel like it a couple of days? You know, there's still gonna be something coming. Now, I'm not living or dying on my content creation. I do this for fun. And I'm glad that I do this for fun. I don't have any, like, grand desire to grow as a streamer or to get a big partnered, sponsored YouTube channel. I quite like doing my own thing and being happy doing my own thing. But at the same time, I do enjoy making content, and I do like having that consistency. And since I can have that consistency, scheduling videos out ahead of time does feel well conceived. Anyway, so basically, I'm going back to a one-a-day scenario. I'm not going to do the, oh, I'm a certain amount of time ahead, so here's extra videos thing. For multiple reasons. I don't want to get sick of what I'm doing. And it really kind of gets in the way of the idea of me having the extra padding that I want, because if I'm doing it that way, then I'm rubber banding myself down to 30 days of padding, which for normal life circumstances it should be more than enough, but there's always the possibility that I seriously injure myself bike riding, or there's always the possibility of just needing to be in the hospital for an extended amount of time, etc., etc. At any rate, like, there will be some exceptions. There will almost certainly be some days where I upload bonus videos. I don't know how often that'll happen, probably not very often. And when I do speedruns, PBs will be upload it immediately. Like, I'm not gonna sit on a new personal best for a month. That's dumb. What? Man, hatchets are so shitty. Just adore how trash these hitboxes are. But yeah, that's how things are gonna go for the foreseeable future. Even when even on days where I make heaps and heaps and heaps of content, that's how things are gonna go. It was like yesterday, I did 4 different games, right? Well, that's 4 different videos. Because I used to, like, I would do a stream where the whole thing was just one big video. And, well, what am I doing? Well, I guess we're doing this one. And I can say that I remember getting a number of comments saying that they genuinely hated my videos being like 8 and 9 hours long. Which I think is silly, especially given that I chapter those things. So it's not like you would click on the video, you'd pop in, you could look at the chapters and see exactly what games were played and for how long. But whatever, it is what it is. Plus, honestly, it's just not... It's not difficult to do it this way. And by the reason I changed that wasn't because of the comments. I just remember the comments being a thing. I was like, oh, please stop making massive videos. I was like, realistically, it's weird to say this. Like I said, I don't have any like grand ideas about growing the channel. I do watch my own content. Sometimes I learn things about my gameplay when I'm watching it, when I'm not actually playing it. I find it quite easy to fall asleep to my own content, and given someone like I have quite a lot of difficulty falling asleep in general. So I can safely say anything that I can do to help myself fall asleep is desired and warranted. What? Whatever. But yeah, I never had any problems going back to my 9-hour videos and then just like jumping to whatever chapter I needed to. So that's definitely not the reason I did it. It's just putting together like 9-hour long videos doesn't really give me the ability to make the content buffers that I was talking about. I got shanked by that guy. What a problem. Man. I got bodied by his arm. So, you know what's funny? This time I noticed that Suiki. Oh. That is not what I was looking for at all. Oh. Okay. Anyways, the plan after this game is a bit different than usual. Instead of doing speedrun content today, I have decided that I would quite like to do some backlog. What the fuck? One of my least favorite genre of thing went wrong in combat is hitboxes magically deciding that I didn't reach the target. Rude ass. One, two. You know, funny enough, there's the there's the buff that you get, or perk, or benefit, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that you can unlock that makes it where when you do a sneak attack on an enemy that you get an item from them. That's gonna knock it out. No, that's fine. Okay. Despite being able to do 2 back-to-back sneak attacks on the same enemy, you only get 1 item from them. It doesn't play the you did it twice game. That was kind of sort of some bullshit, not gonna lie. What a fight! Well done, mate. Well, it's over. It's like the only thing that feels competent about the hatchets, but at the same time, I guess like competent is certainly a perspective, because is it competent in terms of design or just in terms of combat? And it would not be difficult to make the argument that it is an incredible failure of design. Like, you probably shouldn't be able to just pin the dude and grapple him over and over and over and over, but here we are. So about him being protected from falling off this ledge. Because, like, that whole... I mean, well, okay. Never mind. I was going to make the argument that it was kind of dumb that I was able to, like, just pin him up against a non-existent wall like that. But no, there's genuinely a wall right there. Who would have thought? The fact still remains that just wasn't a particularly good example of it. Spinning crab. So useless. It's genuinely a bad attack. Eagle Shadow was kind of shit. Wolf's Rage would be okay if its recovery wasn't hyper trash. Anyway. Way too early. Yeah, of course. Fucking hell, 1 second. Anyway. All right. A scented letter, axe, hammer. May dream. $112. That was genuinely good defense. Bruh. Eat shit. You bother me. Mate. Right, yeah, this is Dream of the Samurai, so there is like no reason to give a shit about those. I got pooed on! Huh? Did that sumbitch actually try to shoot an arrow all the way over here? Damn. I don't see how that, like, he hit while I had my super armor on that, but somehow it made it where my first hit didn't land. And, like, I could conceive the possibility that when he hit me with his staff that it pushed me far enough away that it didn't land. The problem that I have with that explanation is that I was still quite close to him. Yeah, for a little while we've been doing Nioh 2 and then speedrun content and then Ah! And then some wind down Stardew time. But I think today what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up some Nioh 2, and then we're going to do a little bit of backlog. What'll we do after that? Ah. God damn it. Oh no, a rat is after me. Sack of shit. Alright. What next? Tonfa. So, that's useless. Like, I need to run a test to see if that affects the whole group. I suppose at some point, because like if it only affects Ubume, then it's totally useless. Because Ubume doesn't do any damage if it acquires HP based on the damage done, then it is objectively entirely without value. Period. Ah, man. As I was saying, I guess we'll do some inventory management instead. Except I can't donate until this is figured out. Anyways, like I was saying, Ubume doesn't do any direct damage, so if it's based on just like the simple damage that she does, then she would never ever be able to pull any healing ever for any circumstance. With that being the case, if that applies to the whole group, then that's great. But if it doesn't, then that's super shit. Anyway, so according to the blinky blinks on my modem, we're back online. Reconnection successful. Hello. The chat hasn't connected again yet, but it will in a moment. I don't know what the deal is, but here at where I live, so the previous place I lived, we had the same service, but I don't know, for whatever reason here, it likes to act up a lot more often. Having said that, it doesn't act up so often that I get super upset about it. And plus, it, like, for anyone who might encounter this on Twitch, all of these get uploaded to my YouTube and archived there. So I was jibber-jabbering while I was not connected, but that's locally recorded, and that'll be on the YouTube later. So I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, Tonfa. I will say, if that kind of thing, like when that thing happens mid-mission, it is actually quite irritating. The roaming autism. Yeah, that's what I thought the map was. Rude ass. Plonk. Nice. That felt extremely precarious. Not that anything horrible would happen to me if I had fallen right there, but like, I just didn't want to. I do wonder if, like, it's like there are certain weapons that I don't like. I'm very vocal about the certain weapons that I don't like, right? I do wonder how much that comes through in the way that I play those weapons. Like when somebody's watching me use, say, the Odachi, for instance. How clear is it, I wonder, to onlookers, particularly those that are adept at using the Odachi? I wonder how obvious it is to them that I really, really, really do not like the weapon. I imagine it's not that hard to spot. Oh snap, it's a swordsman. Yo, how did runs go earlier, buddy? I'm compelled to ask, is the final stage really hard, or is it just really, really, really good at going horribly wrong? The reason I ask is I've got some stages in God Hand that are like that. They're just legendarily good at going terribly. Both? Yo, fair enough. That's the Steelbeak stage, right? I still really don't know that much about the game. Anyways, welcome SK denizens. I'm Xana. I do a whole lot of things here. Sometimes I speedrun. Right now I'm just killing stuff in Nioh 2 for giggles. Yeah, man, like NES games or something else. Got like many examples of people looking back at NES games and be like, I used to, like, thwomp this game when I was a kid. What happened? How was I ever capable of this? Like, I remember when I was a youngin', when I was a lad, Kid Icarus wasn't that hard. Or I didn't think it was back then, but like the last time that I tried to play it, mate, that game is an asshole. I don't know what it was. I guess as a kid, like I can tell you the only place that I remember having trouble as a kid was trying to figure out how to get out of, like, the dungeon stages. But, like, as an adult, funny enough, I have no trouble figuring that out at all. The thing that I have trouble with now is landing the jumps in that game, because they feel so awkward and floaty. Yeah. I mean, back then, it's not like we had the infinity billion options of video games that we do now. So, like, I had Kid Icarus. And we were happy. Or at least that's what we told ourselves. There's a lot of NES games that I used to be good at that now I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, Paperboy. Like, I think people today drastically underestimate Paperboy. They look at the first 2 or 3 stages and like, whatever, man, this game looks easy as hell. Like, you ain't seen nothing yet, buddy. This game gets rough. Deeply rude. Or like, hell, anybody that ever, like, back in the NES days figured out, like, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, or The Legend of Zelda 2, or I think that one was just called Link's Adventure, the Addams Family game, that Friday the 13th game, where it's like, there is a goal, and you need to do this goal, but maybe someday we'll tell you what that goal is. I'm just kidding, we're never going to tell you what the goal is. Hope you luck your way into it someday. Or like OG Metroid was deeply, deeply rude. That one I did have trouble as a kid back then, like, even today, I'm not about the original Metroid. At least that Darkwing Duck run is short. You got it down to, like, I guess, like, at this point, a really, really terrible run would run you at most, like, 13 and a half minutes, right? Like, if you were to just do a whole string of no resets, I don't, that doesn't look like it would ever cross into the plus 15 minutes range. Ah! Meanwhile, what I've been doing, man, so like, I mentioned God Hand a minute ago. What I've been doing with that is a run of my own making that has a whole lot of different, like, conditions and limitations that are placed on me, and I think if the run goes, like, fantastically, I think we're looking at, like, 2.5 hours. And if it goes really, really bad, we're looking at, like, 3:15. Are there any conditions that could take place where the run becomes like unreasonable to finish at all, or is it pretty much always within basic margins of error? Is that like what's the worst possible thing that could happen? I guess like aside from a game over, just not getting enough gas. You can restart on this. Well, never mind. I guess so. Not getting enough gas would be worse than that. You can game over but restart on the same stage. Is it like the game just allows it, or is it one of those scenarios where you hold A when you hit start and it goes back to where you were? Because that sounds remarkably lenient for an NES game, doesn't it? Damn it, William. Right, I don't have any anima, so I can't do the thing that I was gonna do right there. Well, that was extremely rude. Oh. I'm honestly kind of surprised that I had the wherewithal to do any of that. I am not a Kusa specialist. Now, if I'd been using Switchblade just now, that wouldn't have been a problem at all. Damn it, William! Genuinely feels like he's trying to be a problem. Hello. Anyway, I imagine you're quite tired, given it's, 3:30 in the morning. I haven't even been awake for very long, so this is midday for me. Yo, fair enough. Just relax to the wonderful sounds of dying yokai. It's a normal thing to do, I promise. Get him! Good job. You got him. I love how he arrives and he's still on fire. Like, I have the dude under control, and then William parks his ass right between us. God damn it. What? I don't have the key that I thought I had more juice than this. I do not. What a mess. Make no mistake, of all of the things that were attacking me, the most dangerous enemy in the room is this guy. This dude right here. Because like every single time that I had a situation fully under control, he would park his ass right between me and the target. And pff, there goes that control. Literally every stage of this game that has some NPC ally, those are the worst stages. Every single time. trying to remember what the optimal route is here, and it's not coming to me. Sit down, big guy. Don't get in the way, dude! I refuse to believe any theory that doesn't include they are specifically and intentionally a hazard. We must acknowledge a simple, inarguable reality. Oh, is the ladder not out here on this version? Oh, right, because it would be behind that barricade, so no ladder. Okay. Oh, right. He immediately tries to push the enemy away from me. Wait, did I miss something in here? No, I missed something down here. I did this last time! I had to adopt an alternate method of dealing with that guy because William was going to be a problem. Anyways, we're about to fight a group and then on Ryoki. What? Okay. Now we fight on Ryoki. Kusari Gama is so broken. Oops, I'm not close enough. Oh no, it didn't matter at all. Kusari Gama is broken. I'm curious because there's another instance in the game where there is a small boy, but he's got like a serious case of grown man face. Nope, this one definitely has the face of a small child. Okay. There's basically the mission is called Abduction, where, sad story, the child that was abducted is dead, and I'm guessing by the way that the lore is presented, so is the mother at this point. And she's become an Ubume. There's some overlap in the lore there of Ubume and a child and blah blah blah, whatever. Anyways, you can summon the soul of Lost Shintaro, the child, and return it to Ubume, who then doesn't fight you as a result. But that child has, like, a hardcore face of grown man face. It's weird and I don't like it. Okay. Let's mark those. This one can't be done in a solo expedition. GG. It's extremely clumsy, but it works. I don't remember this mission. Movable. Ah, yeah. No, I remember this now. Here, we'll do that in a moment. We'll be right back. I was gonna say nothing to menace me, but it's not like anything in this stage was particularly dangerous to me anyway. Where are you going? No, really, what in the hell were you doing? Bruh.
Awesome. I don't know. Yo, how did I not get hit? How did that not hit me? That's some bullshit. I just like cheated the system. But yeah, pretty much everything is less polished in this version, including how shit the targeting is. That guy just fell off the map.
Oh my god, he was stuck on me. He's like glitched out, dude. He was stuck on the rubble in a fucking goofy ass position.
So when I closed it, it saved the settings from that version. Hey, could you do an attack? Yo, the map is gone. That was... Oh man, that was so good. Dude, and my crit chance with these is absurd. Good fucking job, my dude. Oh my god. What a start. What a fucking start, dude. We just got here. Oh, Jesus, dude. What? Okay. Okay. Really stupid. You just gonna stand there and stare at me there? That appears to be a yes. I'm not sure I've ever seen this happen before. No, they're the Mad Midget 5. Alright. What you got, Danger Banner? Whoa! No time like the present. He's almost here.
Okay. Right. It's in shadow. Immovable. Spear use is, well, at least my spear use is not particularly flashy. I love how, like, he starts fighting back at the exact moment that it's gonna make it impossible for me to see. What? Oh, okay. Okay. What is happening? Why is it not hitting? Bruh. I've never had that problem with that enemy type before. Okay. Yeah, it just won't hit him. game is a mess, bruh. Who's noticed me? Oh. Him. Not particularly easy to aim with a PS1 controller. Yikes. What? Game? What the f- Okay. Oh my god, how are they getting away with so much bullshit? There is no super armor inherent to that attack whatsoever. None! None at all! What?! These guys are getting away with some bullshit. Some real serious... Like, that didn't make any sense at all. There's no super armor appended to Demon Undercut at all. What the fuck? Oh, God, this game just annoys the hell out of me sometimes. Oh, that's gotta be above us. Yeah, there it is. Dude's key got emptied out, didn't care. He's just gonna keep standing there. I think I saw a red dot down here earlier. Am I tripping? Yeah, okay, I guess I must have imagined it. Okay. That's cool. I didn't want to go the correct direction anyway. I had no idea the dogs in this mission just had the lowest of low profiles. Okay. Oh my god, dude. What an absolute disaster. I mean, I know I'm not particularly good with the spear, but some of these enemies are doing, like, some real next level bullshit here. No, sir. Is this path over here? Yeah. Yeah. He's trying so hard to fall off of this ledge. And yes, the enemies do that. They will try so hard to fall to their death off of like if this was an instant death fall, they try to make sure that you can't actually have like a full fight with them on a regular basis. It's really, really, really weird. In the first game, enemies would actively try not to fall to their death, but in this one it's like they want that. Like, enemies falling off of ledges in general is just super inconvenient in this game. How did that not hit at all? Get out of here. What? Okay. By the way, I probably haven't mentioned it, but since there are people here that are probably new to this, I'm doing this as a solo expedition, which you don't need to know exactly what that means as much as what it does bring to the table is that I am level scaled, which means that their levels go up and my levels go down so that they match. The math is not always done appropriately for this, and sometimes that results in stages being way harder than they should be. Secondly, the reason that I specify a solo expedition is because expeditions are meant to be played in multiplayer. Anyways, what that means is that there's more enemies here than normal. In some cases, it's not that many more enemies. Like, in some maps, it'll just be like, oh, there's another, there's just another dude over here shooting bullets at you. And if you've noticed him in a timely manner, then he's not really going to get a lot of opportunity to shoot bullets at you, because you can always shoot him from afar as well. But in some cases, it results in kind of ridiculously large groups of enemies. I'll be honest, I don't remember this map enough to say for sure if there were... Like, I can tell you for sure that there were more skellies shooting bullets at me at that encampment on the cliff, but aside from that, I'm not really sure. In my defense, there is a ludicrously large number of maps in this game. You can fight him. In fact, I think that the expectation is that you're going to fight him. But there is two other ways to complete this mission, and one is to relax in front of him, and the other one, funny enough, involves... Well, basically the feature is called Transformation, where you can play as a different character's model. So if you go in there as Mumyo, you get to the end and you just interact with him as Mumyo and he talks to her because they have a relationship. Well, sort of. Not like a relationship, but as far as I know, that's the only instance in the game where there is a different way of completing the mission that's based on a transformation. No interest whatsoever. Alright. That's all for Nioh 2. Next up is Backlog, but I'm going to take a short break before we do that. So, I'll be back. Yo, I deserve a medal for all of that. What the fuck? If I, like, point out the wrong dude. I don't know, you got this dude just kind of hanging out in a park with a meat cleaver, and he's just dancing around with it, and this dickhead's got a big-ass knife. It's always the dude in the suit. I mean, I didn't actually ask for answers, but thanks, I guess. I love how this guy got stuck on this pole. He ain't going nowhere.
Good. Okay. 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 Yeah, go for it, because... Good. What is happening?